that are offering insurance services in India are called what is that, guys? Okay, in India are like tell me, guys. ORM ORM frameworks are tools. Understanding my statement, guys? Oh. There we have a lot of companies, guys, insurance companies. One more example, guys. Business in banking sector is like ORM theory. Is like that's a business. Next, RBI is like a JPA specification. SBI, SDFC, ICICI, Canara Bank, Union Bank, Bank of Baroda, all these are like ORM frameworks. One more example. Okay. Business in telecommunication sector is theory, right? We have a TRAI, Telephone Regulatory Authority of India, right? Okay, Telephone Regulatory Authority of India. Tell me, guys, what is that? Is it TRAI? Who provides rules and guidelines? Understanding my statement, guys? Okay, Payal madam, you are going wrong, madam. Okay. See your statement, what I am telling and what you are listening. ORM is policy, whereas JPA, IBT is top link. No, madam. JPA is ORM is the policy. JPA is the specification. IBT is top link are the implementation softwares. And you are including JPA in that list. I don't know where you keep your brain while listening classes. Okay. Are you listening my statement, guys? Come on. What I was telling? First, to keep the habit of listening completely, then analyze. By listening 50%, if you start analyzing, this kind of side effects only will be there. My dear fellows. Okay. I request everyone, before analyzing, first keep the habit of listening completely. Yeah, I'm talking about TRAI, boss, right? Business in telecommunication sector is what? Like ORM. TRAI is the JPA specification. Airtel, Vodafone, Idea. I think we have so many things. Geo. All these are what? All these are like ORM frameworks. All these are like ORM frameworks. I hope you got crystal clear clarity the difference between ORM, JPA, and Hibernate. ORM, JPA, and Hibernate. Come on. Super. Final conclusion. From ORM, JPA is designed. JPA specification is designed. From there, ORM framework is designed. ORM framework is designed. ORM framework like Hibernate, Eclipse Link, IBT's top link, and etc. You go and ask any working guy, can you tell me the difference between ORM and JPA and ORM framework? He will scold you because you don't know. This is concept. This is policy. This is policy. Understanding my point? That is concept, policy document. Policy document. Next, this is implementation. This is implementation. Understanding my statement? Okay. Okay. Now listen. Having life insurance is good thought. Good thought. But what are there, what are not there in life insurance? What should be given, what should not be given in life insurance is decided by whom, guys? JPA. And who is offering business in that sector? We have SDF. Understanding my statement, guys? Okay, who is offering? SDFC Life, SBA Life, ICICI Lombard, all these companies are offering. LIC. And how can we forget LIC, Rav? If I forget LIC, people will feel bad, right? LIC is doing mere business or not? Okay. Rishi Patil, you are going in a wrong way. LIC. LIC. LIC don't give rules and lines, Ra Babu. How to do business, guy, in insurance sector, rules and guidelines are given by IRDA. IRDA. Based on those rules and guidelines, LIC will do business. I hope you got the clarity, guys. ICICI Lombard, ICICI Prudential, everything is dealing with what? Insurance business only. Okay. JPA specification will change time to time, na? Okay, I think no confusion here. ORM to JPA to ORM framework will come. Right. Now you create your own real life example. I don't mind. Okay. Super, guys. Tell me, guys. Where should I use? Today you should give clarity. You should get clarity on entire persistence environment. I think everyone knows what is persistence. What is persistence? The process of storing and managing data is called persistence. JDBC code, Hibernate code called persistence logic, right? Database softwares are called persistence stores, right now, boss? Where should I use somewhat? Code operations code is called persistence logic, guys. Okay, since, okay, persistence. Let me give quick glance on these words. You know, there are so many people who don't even recognize persistence, but they completed JDBC databases. Okay, it's the process of storing and managing. It's a process of storing and managing data, right? Next, persistence logic. Persistence operations. Otherwise, first I'll write persistence store. The place where data will be saved and managed. Saved and managed. What is the example for persistence store, guys? Files, database, software, and etc. Okay. Okay, boss. Next, guys. Next one. Persistence operations. Persistence operations. What are those persistence operations? Insert, update, select and delete operations. Okay, delete operations on database software. These are also called what operations, guys? COD operations. Next, what is there, guys? Persistence logic. The logic performing, come on. The logic performing COD operations. COD operations are also called as CRUD operations now, boss. CRUD operations, right? The logic performing CRUD operation. What are the examples, guys, for that? JDBC code, Hibernate code, IO streams code. IO streams also can do these operations, right? Next, Spring Data JPA code. Okay, Spring ORM code. All these are options, guys. We have Spring ORM code. Next, persistence technology or framework. Okay. The technology or framework that is used to develop persistence logic. That is used to develop persistence logic. JDBC technology, guys. People also call API, right? Next, Hibernate. IO streams are required every time. Hibernate, IBATIS, Eclipse Link, and etc. Okay. All these are frameworks or not? ORM frameworks. I think now you got clarity on these persistence related terminologies. Persistence, persistence store, persistence logic, persistence technology or framework. Understanding my statement, guys? Come on. Okay. Yeah, now listen carefully. Persistence technology or framework is given to develop persistence logic. Come on. Okay. Is given to develop persistence logic to perform persistence operation on the persistent data of persistence store. On the persistent data of persistence store. Everyone got the clarity? JDBC is a persistence technology. Hibernate is a persistence framework that is given to develop persistence logic, okay, to perform persistence operation on the persistence data of persistence store. Is that clear, guys? Okay. Yeah. Now listen. Where should I use? Okay. Right, guys. Payal, madam. Why are you using JPA and Hibernate together, madam? Okay. Madam, if you want to argue with me, we'll continue. But JPA is different, Hibernate is different. Please. JPA is a specification, Hibernate is the implementation of the JPA specification. Is that clear? Okay. And moreover, someone is saying that, sir, these words are very much new to me. Feel shame for that. You completed JDBC. I think you know a little bit of Hibernate and you are listening persistence words for the first time. Feel shame for that. Who asked that question? Sai Lakshmi madam. First, feel shame for that. Okay. Is that clear, guys? Persistence logic, persistence technology or framework is given for developing persistence logic to perform persistence operations on the persistent data of persistence store like files and database software. Any confusion, boss? Any confusion, boss? Come on. Right. JDBC or Hibernate. JDBC is a persistence technology. Hibernate is a persistence framework. Hibernate is a persistence framework. Okay. For developing persistence logic to perform persistence operations on the persistent data of persistence store, nothing but database software. Everyone clear, guys? Okay. Now listen. Where should I use? Where should I use JDBC? And where should I use ORM framework? ORM framework to develop the persistence loss. Yeah, because if someone says JDBC is outdated, don't agree. Don't agree. Without JDBC, there is no ORM framework. Understanding my statement, guys? Okay. Is that clear? Come on. Array, ORM framework internally generate persistence logic and SQL queries using what? JDBC only, na? How can you say JDBC is outdated? While learning JDBC, so many people comment, still learning JDBC. Array, without JDBC, there is no framework. There is no Hibernate, there is no JPA. Everyone getting my point? You should have knowledge of JDBC. Then only you can become better programmer of ORM frameworks. Better programmer of Spring Data JPA. Understanding my statement, guys? Okay. Look at my answer, guys. Okay. If the application is getting huge amount of data, batch by batch, continuously for processing. This clarity is very important. Continuously for processing. Okay. Then prefer using JDBC. Then prefer using JDBC. Prefer using JDBC. Example, guys. Okay. Example. Okay. Huge amount of data, but it is continuously batch by batch. It is getting post. Okay. Why, sir? Suppose you have gathered 1 lakh records at a time, right? Representing 1 lakh records, one result set object is created, right? Come on. So that means memory is required for one object. Maybe object size is big, but only one object in JVM will be created or not. Suppose at a time you are getting 20,000 records, representing all 20,000 records, only one result set object is created. At a time we are getting 50,000 records for processing, representing all 50,000 records at a time, only one object will be created, right? Suppose if I use any ORM framework for the same, at a time 50,000 records are coming. How many objects will be created, guys? How many objects are created, guys? 50,000 objects will be created. Creating 50,000 objects at a time needs more CPU time, more memory or not? If JVM fails to provide such memory and CPU time, the project will crash or not? The project will make crash or not? Come on. That's the reason. So if someone says JDBC is outdated, don't agree that. Everyone understanding my statement, boss? Okay. Next, census calculation. Array population counter, babu. What's the spell of census? Census. Population count. Array in population count from different districts. Different district information will come batch by batch or not? I think it's a C, na? Okay. Census. Population count. Population count. Next, what is that? Lucky draw coupon data Lucky draw coupon data processing. Okay. Lucky draw coupon data processing. Lucky draw coupon data processing. Are all these things what happens, guys? Every day, every week, they give huge amount of data batch by batch for processing. If I use bulk data, okay. If I use, come on. Suppose you look at the census, guys. You look at the census. Okay. You look at the census. Okay. What happened? Teacher comes to your home, right? Teacher comes to your home, right now, boss? Collects your family information, writes on paper, right? Alexa, stop. Okay. Collects the family information. Later, he gives to data entry operator, right, boss? He will feed into Excel sheets. Okay. One fine day, all these Excel sheets will be uploaded to ministry, central government application website. The central government website will take each Excel sheet, belongs to each mandal, belongs to each taluka, whatever it is. They will try to read the data from Excel sheet. They will analyze, they will categorize, they will, what is that, filter, they will validate, and they will start writing to Oracle database or not. They will start writing to Oracle database or not. I want reply, my dear. Now tell me, if you assume each Excel sheet contains one taluka information, like this, how many talukas are there in India? Nearly thousands of talukas are there. So each time, one taluka, let us assume on and average, 1.5 lakhs, 2 lakhs records are there. So at a time, 1.5, 2 lakhs records will come for processing or not. At that time, ORM is good, JDBC is good. At that time, ORM is good, JDBC is good. Okay. What is taluka in English? Subdivision in the district. Taluka, mandal. Without knowing talukas, in South India, I think in some states still talukas are there na, boss. Block. Block kind of thing, boss. Subdivision. Taluk. Yeah, taluk, or you can say taluka. Anything you can say. No. Actually, in Telugu states, we don't have talukas. We further divide into mandals. In Telugu states, long back, we cancelled talukas. Yeah, tehsil also you can say. Tehsil also you can say, guys. Gram Panchayat is different. My Payal madam, are you out of your brain? Payal madam, I think better not to attend class today. I'm seeing Mandal and Taluka and you are saying Gram Panchayat. I think. Okay. Okay, fine, guys. Reason. Let me give the reason. Tell me, guys, if application is getting huge amount of records, tell me, guys, Use amount of records, batch by batch. Batch by batch. Okay. More than 1,000 at a time. More than 1,000 at a time. Then, 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 if, then the JDBC creates single result set object. The JDBC creates, tell me guys, single result set object to represent all those records at a all those records. That means we just need one object. We just need only one object. Come on, guys. Representing those records. Only one object representing those records. Okay. Tell me if the same application is developed using ORM framework. Then to represent in ORM, what is there? 1,000 records. To represent 1,000 records, then 1,000 objects for Java class will be created. Okay. So while allocating memory for use number of objects, memory for these use number of objects. Understanding my statement? Object, the application or project or system may crash. System may crash. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Okay. Can you control, Ra? Keep the habit of listening points, Ra Babu. Okay. I'm explaining, people are parallelly bombarding. What is this? What is this? Just let me complete my explanation, my dear. I think everyone understood why JDBC is good. In which situation JDBC is good, guys? Okay. You want one more use case? Okay. COVID cases analyzation. Right now, boss? COVID cases analyzation. Okay. Analyzation. Okay. This also needs this one. Now listen. If the application is getting little amount of data at a time, little amount of data at a time for processing. Okay. Less than 1,000 records. Then prefer using ORM frameworks. ORM frameworks. Sir, when JDBC can handle huge amount of data, it can also handle little amount of data, boss. It can also handle little amount of data, na sir. Come on. Why you are using Hibernate? Why you are preferring ORM framework? Right now, boss? Yeah, I will tell. Hibernate. Okay, Hibernate, IBTs, and etc. First, keep the habit of listening, Bob. Listening. and etc. To take the following other advantages. Following other advantages. What are those, guys? Yeah. Okay. Database software portability. And we can change database from one database software to another database software or not. Database software portability. Next. Okay. Next one. Dynamic schema generation. Tables will be generated dynamically. Right now, boss? Dynamic schema generation. Caching. Pooling. Other day we discussed all these points. Once again. Versioning. Come on. Okay. Generators. Primary key column values will be generated dynamically or not? Time stamping. All these features are there in plain JDBC. Okay. Time stamping. Next. Database portability means what, guys? Database portability means what? Indirectly, database software independent persistence logic or not? Objects based. Database software independent. Okay, independent persistence logic, right now, boss? Persistence logic and etc. Objects based database software independent persistence logic. Okay, guys. These many advantages are there. Okay. Yeah, what are in which situation we should go for, guys? Pooling, connection pooling, Akash Jaiswal. Connection pooling, JDBC connection pooling. Okay. Banking applications, insurance applications, retail application. In this, you will get huge amount of data at a time. Retail applications. Understanding my statement? Insurance applications. Already given, na? Insurance and etc. Sumit Kumar versioning. Okay, my framework will keep track of how many times the record has been modified. Every day, fresh day, na boss. Time stamping. My framework will keep track of at when the record is lastly modified. Remembered? Okay, guys. Number of requests are not a matter. At a time, how many records we are dealing? That matters. Everyone understanding my statement, guys? Here, go by records, not the request. Go by records, not the request. Now, listen carefully. Now, very important conclusions, guys. Instead of using plain JDBC, prefer using Spring JDBC or Spring Data JDBC. And anyhow, you decided to use JDBC, right? Okay. Enjoy the abstraction that comes through what? Spring JDBC or Spring Data JDBC. Everyone getting my point, guys? Next, instead of using plain ORM framework, like Hibernate. Prefer using, come on, guys. Prefer using, what is that, guys? Spring ORM or Spring Data JPA. And Spring ORM is also bad nowadays, guys. Go for Spring Data JPA. Why it is good, I will explain later. So we can definitely enjoy abstraction, guys. Okay. Okay. To enjoy the abstraction. To enjoy the abstraction. Why we are going for this, guys? Abstraction provided by the Spring or Spring Boot. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Okay. Okay. I think you got the clarity, guys. Crystal clear clarity. Where to use JDBC, where to use ORM framework. Okay. Instead of using plain JDBC, prefer Spring JDBC or Spring Data JDBC. Is that clear, guys? Super. Super means super. Okay. Now focus. Conclusion. Acha, 1 minute. Yeah. What is the difference between SQL or no SQL database softwares? Okay. SQL or no SQL. Difference I will give when I introduce MongoDB. Use number of requests. When should I use SQL database softwares? And when should I use all these are the questions which eats your brain. I know that. And you might be working on a number of things, but you are working without clarity. So that's why today I decided next 1-2 session, we will be having clarity on when to use what is what. So once we got that clarity, then we get into coding, boss. People will, because we have a lot of options. Where to use what? Because I know lots of people are in the psychological feeling. JDBC outdated, Hibernate outdated, only Spring Data JPA is doing well. Indirectly right, but directly it is wrong. Because nothing is outdated, Rababu. Without JDBC, no Hibernate. Without Hibernate, no Spring ORM, no Spring Data JPA. All are interlinked. Instead of using plain technologies, people are using abstractions. So that's why we cannot say nothing. Oh, something is outdated, something is not outdated. Clear, guys? JDBC not outdated, Hibernate not outdated. But no one is using plain JDBC directly. Okay, rather they are preferring to work with Spring JDBC or Spring Data JDBC. No one is using plain Hibernate directly. Rather, they are preferring to use what? Spring Data JPA. But if you want to become better programmer of Spring Data JPA, you have to think about going for what? Having Hibernate knowledge. Without Hibernate knowledge, you cannot become better programmer of what? Spring Data JPA. But don't worry. If you know Hibernate, well and good. If you don't know also, well and good. So wherever possibility is there, I will try to revise Hibernate concept. Then I will use in what? Spring Data JPA. But you want perfect 100% knowledge means you should have better to have what? Spring Hibernate knowledge. Then only you can enjoy Spring Data JPA. When should I use SQL database software? When should I use no SQL database software? If any possibility of Hibernate demo classes, I will give, guys. Wait. I'll share with you so that the people who don't know Hibernate, they will be benefited. Let me search for Hibernate. Initial classes, guys, how much they will help you, I don't know. Try once. Try once. Okay. They are the demo classes. Generally, initial backup classes will be given na those things, guys. Spring JDBC videos, guys. These are Spring JDBC videos. Spring JDBC videos. These are Hibernate videos. Someone is playing my audio in my class. Great, guys. So that is open somewhere, it seems. Okay. These are Hibernate. Okay. Shall we get into the next discussion, guys? Okay. I think 1 minute. I think I have code coverage recording also. Code coverage recording also. Wait a minute. Yeah, Jacaco code coverage recording this. Basically, that comes under which category? Code coverage category, right? Okay. See, guys, whatever tools required for a developer, I will cover. You are looking for more tools, think about DevOps tool. If you are looking for more tools, there is a separate for. Okay. That is okay. There is a separate project batch, guys. Listen carefully, guys. Right. When should I use SQL database software? When should I use NoSQL database software? Shall we get into the planning, boss? Answer. When should I use SQL database software? When should I use NoSQL database software? Okay, now listen, guys. If the data is having fixed structure and attributes, fixed structure and attributes, then go for SQL database software. SQL database software. Are you understanding my statement? What are those, guys? Oracle, MySQL, or PostgreSQL, DB2, and etc. Fixed, guys. Now listen carefully. Employee info, employees details. Who can have max of 20 details? Okay. Who can have max of 20 details? If employee details, okay. Tell me what, guys? Take what is this? DB table employee having 20 columns. Having 20 columns. Understanding my statement? If employee detail who can have max of 20 details, guys, then what we do, guys? Take DB table employee having 20 columns. Understanding my statement? Okay. Record one with 20 details, 20 column values. Okay. Record two with 15 column values. Record 3 with 5 column values. Record 4 with 10 column values. Now listen guys, what happens? Still memory will be allocated for 20 columns now, boss. Okay. All these records still allocates the memory. Come on. Okay, still allocates memory for 20 records. 20 columns. 20 columns. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Okay. Yes, guys. If the data is having fixed structure, guys. What, guys? If the data is having fixed structure with limited attributes. Attributes means columns, right? Then go for what is that, guys? SQL database software. Are mostly RDBMS database software. Mostly RDBMS database. Is that clear, guys? Got the point here? Okay. Next. If the data is not having fixed structure and attributes, then go for NoSQL database software. Then go for when data is not having fixed structure and data, then go for if the data is unstructured. What is that, guys? Unstructured. Okay. Sandeep Pawar, ORM softwares are not there to talk with NoSQL database software. JDBC is not there to talk with NoSQL database software. Please, can you concentrate? Okay. And NoSQL have ORMDB. Don't create a new terminology, Rabab. Everyone look at the statement given by Sandeep, guys. He's creating his own NoSQL have ORMDB. What's the meaning of that, Ra? ORMDB is the new wording you are creating, you know. But D fellow. If the structure, if the data structure is, if data is unstructured and dynamically varying data, then go for NoSQL database software. Okay, guys. Understanding my statement, boss? If the data is unstructured, this data is unstructured, guys. Okay. If the data is unstructured, what do you mean by unstructured? One employee, see, first record with 3 details, second record with 10 details. Okay, fourth record is 15 details. And fifth record with only 3 details. And I don't know, and moreover, columns are not fixed. One employee is having 5 details, second employee is having 5 details, but attributes are different, columns are different. Are you listening my statement, guys? Employee 1, employee number, name, address, salary. Employee 2, employee number, name, job, company, Designation, other details, guys. Structure is not fixed. Schema is not fixed. Dynamically varying. Record to record information may increase or decrease. Second record may be same as first record, may be different information. Are you with me, guys? Unstructured. Unstructured. SQL server comes under SQL database, right? Dirty fellow. In SQL itself, there na boss. Ravi Singh. SQL server. In SQL server, SQL is there or not? Okay, SQL server comes under what? SQL database software. Now listen carefully. Employees details. Okay. Employees details. Whose details are unstructured. What, guys? Unstructured and dynamically varying. Dynamically varying. Understanding my statement, guys? Unstructured, dynamically varying. Let me say employee record 1. Employee record 1 with 3 attributes. What are those, guys? Employee number, name, job. Next. Okay. Employee record 2 with 5 attributes. Employee number, name, job, sal. Designate. Okay, designation is already there. Department number 1. Got it, guys? First concentrate. Concentrate. Employee record 3 with 3 attributes, but this time different one. Employee number, employee name. I am directly putting company name. Nothing is fixed, guys. Company. Next, employee record 4. Employee record 4. Columns also not fixed. That's what I am trying to say from that time. Half-minded fellows. Okay. Job, sal, company. Okay. Company. What are those? Department number, address. Many details, Babu. Okay. Aadhaar number, Aadhaar, and etc. And many things. Mobile number. And details have come now. Three. Mobile number. Next one. Blood group. Blood group or email, whatever it is. Blood group and email. Yeah, here tell me, guys, here data is structured data or not? Structured data, because all records are having same columns or attributes. Same columns or attributes with more or less data. More or less data. What do you say, guys? With more or less data. With more or less data, guys. Got it? Okay. Here, what is this? Unstructured data. Unstructured data. Come on, guys. Okay. Every record is different from other record. Other record. Columns are attributes wise. Columns and attributes wise. This is unstructured or not? Unstructured. Okay, boss. Sir, what are the examples for NoSQL database softwares, guys? MongoDB. Next. Cassandra. Next one, tell me, what are the... Okay, DynaDB. Neo4j. Neo.js, Couchbase. Okay, Couchbase. And many names are there. In many names. Firebase is also there. Okay, there are many names like this. Whenever data is unstructured, prefer, but MongoDB is very popular among all these things. I think you are getting clarity, guys. Okay. Based on the situation, you have to prefer those. Based on the situation, you have to prefer. Okay, guys. Now listen. While dealing with bank applications, insurance applications, come on, financial services application. Okay, prefer using, come on, guys. Prefer using SQL database softwares because they gather and they generate. Only structured data. What do you say, guys? Understanding my statement? They gather and generate structured data with fixed max attributes or columns. Bank form is fixed na, boss. Customer to customer, they carry different information. Transaction to transaction, they generate different information. One transaction more details, one transaction less details. No, na. Customer to customer, while opening account, they will gather different documents. From everyone, they take maximum documents, right? From everyone, they gather maximum documents, same old maximum information. In that one, some are optional, some are mandatory. But the attributes are maximum or not? Yeah. While managing e-commerce product info, e-commerce inventory. Okay, inventory. Different products will have different details, Babu. One product belongs to electronics, one product belongs to food sector, one product belongs to other things, right? Electronic product will have a different attribute. Food sector product will have a different attribute. That time SQL is better, no SQL is better. Think logically. Suppose in Amazon, they take in fixed 30 columns for product, boss. But later government asked to maintain more details about the product. And category to category product information, details will change, right? Product details will be changed. What do you say, guys? Are you understanding my statement? While managing e-commerce inventory, social media information, social networking info. Different people will give different inputs, Ra Babu. Google search results. Google search results. Come on. Okay. Prefer using NoSQL database software. Prefer using NoSQL database software. Convinced or not? Okay. Final conclusion, guys. Employee info in SQL database software. Employee info in SQL database software. This is employee DB table, guys. In that employee DB table, ENO, ENAME, job, sal, okay, job, sals, salary, DPTNO, company. Like this, we have some columns, guys. These columns are fixed, you know that, right? Okay. 101 Raja 9000. Oh, sorry. Designation is clerk. 9000 1001 HCL. Are for certain employee. Okay, designation we don't know. Salary we know. Department number we don't know. Come on. Okay. Okay, guys. Next one. Company name we don't know. So there still those attributes will be there or not? Still those attributes will be there or not, guys? Okay. Right, guys. Tell me next one. Array, don't think that MySQL or NoSQL only great. No. Right, boss. Tell me next one. Suresh. Here is my Suresh. Here is my clerk. Department number is not there. This is not. Understanding my statement, guys? Array. Creating model class is easy here. Creating model class is easy. A fixed structure, na model class also we can take with fixed properties. What do you say, guys? Creating model class is very easy because DB table structure is fixed, right, boss? DB table structure is fixed. Employee info in a NoSQL database software. Okay, I am giving with respect to MongoDB, guys. I am giving with respect to MongoDB. So there, collections will be there. What will be there? Collections. There is no word called table in the MongoDB. Collection will be there. I'll introduce MongoDB more officially later. Inside the collection, documents will be there. What will be there? Documents. Understanding my statement? As JSON content, documents will be there. JSON content means is always key value pairs, right? Okay. E-name Raja. Okay. Next, salary. Understanding my statement, guys? I cannot take here because some reason. Okay. Tell me here next one. Salary 7,000. This is document one, guys. Like this. We can create any number of documents. Rajesh, salary is 8,000. Next, DPTNO 101. Next, company. Array keys are always double quoted. Values, if it's string double quoted, non-string not double quoted. Okay. This is document 2. This is document 3. 103. Only 2 details are there. Okay. Ramesh. This fellow is directly having company information. Yeah, tell me guys. Creating model class for this collection is a bit complex because things are changing time to time or not. Because the things are changing time to time. All these are documents or not. JSON documents as records. JSON documents as records, guys. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, one of your batchmate has got job, guys. Please look at the statement. I have started Java without even knowledge of Java. Due to your unmatched teaching and depth teaching, I am now capable of grab multiple offers. I literally want to touch your feet and what blessing for you. Everyone, please look at the one of your batchmate has got the job. I have multiple offers. One company is big, 10,000 plus financial. They are saying your work is 70% back end, 30% front end. So they will teach front end. Another one is 4,000. Okay, employees, they are alerting me back end only. What should I choose, sir? Okay, if you have a patience or adaptability is there, choose the first one, guys. Anyhow, in future, you have to learn front end also. You have to become full stack developer. So target first one only. Okay, guys. Here, what is there, guys? Creating model class is very complex here or not? I think you got the clarity, guys. What is SQL? What is no SQL? Come on. What is SQL? What is no SQL? Come on, guys. Right. Okay. Keep all these things in mind. Come for tomorrow's class. What is need of Spring Data JPA? I will give clarity. You understood what is what now, boss? Okay. You understood what is what? So tomorrow I will explain why Spring Data API is doing good. What is Spring Data? Okay.